so this next part, we're formatting paragraphs and characters. This video is going to be pretty long because we're going to work with font sizes, themes. You're going to learn how to center a paragraph, select lines, change font sizes, change font of the selected text, the case of the selected text, text effects, shading paragraphs, and so on. So if you haven't already, if this is towards the end of the first period, you may just want to stop this video and finish and work on this tomorrow. If it's towards the beginning of the period or towards the first half of the period, then you probably could get this done. So what we're going to do is we're going to be formatting. So what formatting is you're changing the appearance of the text. So you could do this using colors. You can do this with different sizes, bold, italic, and whatnot. Paragraph formatting is the process of changing the appearance of a paragraph. So for example, you can center or add bullets to a paragraph. Characters include letters, numbers, punctuation marks, and symbols. Character formatting is the process of changing the way characters appear on the screen. So you can emphasize certain words or improve readability of the document. So you can color, italicize, or underline them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be using fonts, font sizes, and themes as well. Fonts is like the typeface. So it's basically like the appearance or the shape of the letters, numbers, or special characters. Your font has different sizes, and it's measured in points. And a point is about 1/72 of 1 inch, 1/72 of 1 inch, or 1/72 of 1 inch, I should say. The default font size in Word is usually 11. So if you look at home, 11 is the default font size. And the default font for this is Calibri. You can change that in the options if you want, but generally this is what it is. So this is where you're really going to be changing a lot of the font here. Font and paragraph is what we're going to be working with right now. We're also going to be working with document themes, which is a set of unified formats for fonts, colors, and graphics, and they give you different themes you can work with. So, okay. So right now, we're going to be aligning paragraphs. So if you look here, everything kind of goes to the left, so that means this is left aligned. Okay, the left margin here is, it's all the same. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to center a specific line. So we're going to select Surfs Up, okay, or we can position it somewhere here, whichever you want to do, and you're going to go to the paragraph group and press center. Okay, so this is going to center Surface Up in the middle of the page. So if you look, these are all left aligned. If this is centered, this is a little bit different. So your eyes are going to be trained to the difference. Okay, we're going to center another paragraph. So we're going to click in the signature line, and we're going to press center. Okay. So what we basically just did is we formatted a single paragraph or single characters. You could do multiple paragraphs if you want. So you could literally select a bunch of paragraphs by holding down the left mouse button and select and drag, and then you can press center. But we're not doing that, so go back to left align. So we're going to select a line next. So we're going to move the pointer to the left of the line being selected, which is the headline, until the pointer changes to a right pointing block arrow. While the pointer, we're going to select the entire line by doing this. So what I just did is I went over here. You see this little pointer here? Click it and it selects this entire line. If I did it here, it would select that entire line. Or here, select that entire line. Okay. So one of the things that I've noticed is if you see this, you'll probably ask yourself, why is this gray? If your screen normally displays dark letters on a light background, that's the default setting of Word. Okay, then the selected text is displayed with a light shading color, such as gray, on the dark letters. So that way you can see the dark letters easy. Keep in mind though, this is not highlighting, this is selecting. So this is not going to print. When you print this, it's not going to have a gray background like this. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the font size of the selected text. So with the text selected, surf's up. So we're going to select it. We're going to click the font size arrow. So that's up here. And we're going to change it to 72. So as you see, it gets a lot bigger. Then we're going to change the font of the selected text. So we have the selected. Okay, we're going to click the font arrow here. And we're going to scroll down to find Rockwell Extra Bold. So we're going to go through all of these different fonts. And we're going to find Rockwell Extra Bold. Okay. And you can, if you scroll down, you can see what it's supposed to look like, but we're going to go here. Now we're going to change the case of the selected text. Okay, and we would do this to draw more attention to the headline, to keep it all capitalized. So we're going to go to the Home tab in the Font group to display the Change Case. So we're going to change it to uppercase. Okay, so we don't actually have to retype that. We can just change the case. We can do sentence case, lowercase, capitalize each word, toggle case. So we don't have to actually retype that. Okay, now we're going to apply a text effect. So Word provides many text effects to add interest and variety to the text. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the font group again. Right here is text effects. Okay, we're going to point to fill white, outline, accent to hard shadow. Is this it? It is, but it's orange, which is interesting. Okay, I see it's supposed to be orange. Okay, so we're going to click that. And you can obviously point to different ones to see what it looks like, but we're going to go with this one. Okay, so we're going to click anywhere in the document until you select it. Now, we're going to shade a paragraph. When you shade text, Word colors the rectangular area behind any text or graphics. If the text to shade is a paragraph, it'll shade the area from the left margin to the right margin. So if you select a paragraph, it will do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to click somewhere in the paragraph to be shaded. So that's going to be the headline. Okay. And we're going to click the shading arrow right here, and we're going to shade it a different color. So if you look, it'll shade that entire area. If we did this, it would do like I said, it would shade all that extra space as well. Okay, so we're going to find orange accent to darker 25%. That's what we want. So we'll click that. Okay, now we're going to select multiple lines. So you're going to scroll if necessary to the all text below the headline and scroll to the screen. It's displayed on the screen, I'm sorry. Move the pointer to the left of the first paragraph to be selected until the pointer changes to a right pointing arrow. So that's what we're going to do here. And then we're going to drag to select all the lines. The other way you can do that is you can just keep it like this, drag, and go down like this. There's different ways of doing everything. Okay, so we're going to change the font size of the selected text. So with the text selected, we're going to click the font size arrow. And then we're going to go to size 24. Then we're going to click somewhere in the document window to deselect. Okay, so the next part of this, we're going to bullet a list of paragraphs. So what that is, a bulleted list is a series of paragraphs, each beginning with a bullet character. So the next step is to format 3 paragraphs about the lessons that are above the signature line in the flyer as a bulleted list. To format a list of paragraphs with bullets, you must first select all the lines in the paragraphs. If you do not select all paragraphs, the Word will place a bullet only in the paragraph containing the insertion point. So what that means is, if we just click here, and we want to press bullet, it would only do this part. So we want to do multiple. So we're going to select, and there we go. So each line has a bullet point. Okay, so I went a little too fast. So what I did was I selected, and I went up here into the paragraph group. Okay, and you'll see bullets. You've also got numbering as well, but we're going to go to bullets, and you can either use the default bulleted list, or you can go here to click the arrow, and you can choose different bullets. Okay, to kind of get you ahead, one of the things you probably should know is how to define a new bullet. So what you can do is you can change that bullet to like a picture or a different symbol. So if I go to define new bullet, I can click a picture, and I could look up panda, and I could change my bullet to a panda if I want. It didn't work. Oh, there we go. It's not showing up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if you want to do that, but we're not going to do that, as cute as that is. So we're going to click on bullet. Okay. Now we're going to color text. Okay. Oops, I think what I did was I did something wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I did this wrong. We're not bulleting this first part. Okay. It was only supposed to be these 3. I read wrong. My bad. Alright, so if you make a mistake like that though, you could just easily press undo up here at the top and then redo. So everyone makes mistakes. I do sometimes too. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to italicize a text. So italic text has a slanted appearance. So what we're going to do is we're going to emphasize this word expert. So we're going to select expert here, and we're going to go up here to the I to italicize it. And you can kind of see that it's got a slanted appearance. Now we're going to color text. So with the insertion point in the word to format, click the font color arrow to display the font color gallery. Okay, so we're going to go up here, font color. We're going to show the font color gallery, and we're going to pick a color. It specifically asks you to pick orange accent 2 darker 25%. So we're going to click accent 2 darker 25%. And if you go and you can see what it's supposed to look like, but we're going to click on that one. Okay, now we're going to use the mini toolbar to format text. Okay, so we're going to move the pointer to the left of the line to be selected until the pointer changes to a right pointing block arrow. So we're going to select to sign up for a lesson, call surf. We're going to change the font size to 28. Okay, now we're going to change the font color to orange accent 2 darker 25%, and then it will change that as well. Okay, now we're going to select a group of words, which I kind of showed you how to do beforehand. So basically I position the pointer immediately to the left of the first character, and you can drag and select. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to underline that text. what that does is underlined text prints with an underscore below each character. So that's right next to italicize here. It's another way of emphasizing. So we're going to click underline. That's in the font group. Okay, now we're going to bold text. So bold characters appear somewhat thicker and darker than those that are not bold. The following steps format the text award-winning in bold characters. Okay, so we're going to get an insertion point there. We're going to select the text to be formatted, and we're going to drag the pointer to the last character of the text, and we're going to press bold. Okay, so we're pretty much done with this part. Oops, we still have some things to do. Okay, so if we want to zoom to one page, say for example we want to see the whole thing, we're going to view, zoom one page. So we see the whole flyer, kind of step back and see the whole thing. But I like it at 100%. That's my favorite. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing color schemes. Okay, changing theme colors. And what a color scheme is it's a document theme that identifies complementary colors for text, background, accent, and links in a document. The default color scheme is called Office. Okay, we're going to be changing the color scheme, and one of the things you need to think about is what type of colors you want to convey, and it's actually really important when you're making a flyer that you want to appeal to your audience. So I'm just going to kind of go over different colors and what they represent. Okay, red. Okay, red. I'm actually going to show this a different way. I'm just going to highlight this. Don't do this. I just want to show you the different colors. So red. Okay, red expresses danger, power, or energy, and often is associated with sports or physical exertion. Okay, so we're not going to really want to put it into a red type of color. Brown represents simplicity, honesty, and dependability. This is kind of that orangish, brownish kind of color. Orange denotes success, victory, creativity, and enthusiasm. Yellow suggests sunshine, happiness, hope, liveliness, and intelligence. Green symbolizes growth, healthiness, harmony, and healing, and is associated with safety or money. Blue indicates integrity, trust, importance, confidence, and stability. Purple represents wealth, power, comfort, extravagance, magic, mystery, spirituality. White stands for purity, goodness, cleanliness, precision, and perfection. Black suggests authority, strength, elegance, power, and prestige. And gray conveys neutrality and is often found in backgrounds or other effects. So this is red. Okay, this is orange, yellow, green. Light green, dark green, light blue, dark blue. Light blue, blue, dark blue, and violet. And we got the black, the gray, all that fun stuff. So we're just gonna keep it black. So that's the different types of color schemes you need to think about. So we want the colors in the flyer to represent integrity, trust, confidence, stability, healthiness, harmony, blooming, and safety. So that's in the shades of blues and greens. So in Word, the blue color scheme uses those colors. So we're going to change theme colors. So we're going to go here to the Design tab. So this is this is basically the entire design of the flyer. And we're going to change colors up here at the top. We're going to find blue. Okay, so if you look, it's a little bit less crazy and you know, it pushes it out there. Blue kind of settles it down a little bit. So we're going to point to blue and we're going to click it. So you'll see everything kind of changes to those blue colors. Alright, now the last part of this video, we are going to zoom page width. Okay, so we're going to click on the View tab, Page Width. Okay, it basically displays the page in the same width as the document window. And then we're going to press save. I'm going back to 100% because this really annoys me. Okay, So we covered a lot there. We covered font, font sizes, themes. We centered a paragraph. We selected a line. We changed font size, changed font of selected text. We changed case of selected text. We applied text effects to the selected text. We shaded a paragraph. We selected multiple lines. We changed the font size of selected text. We bulleted a list of paragraphs. We went to undo and redo in action because I messed up. We italicized text. We colored text. We used the MIDI toolbar to format text. We selected a group of words, underlined text, bolded text, zoomed one page, changed theme colors, and zoomed page width.